Nazis, am I right? Am I right? No, I realize I'm just stoked that my propaganda was Ninja Turtles, you know what I mean? Like, good Lord, I'm just glad that I, wasn't, Jews are evil and let's burn down the world. Just a bunch of learning ninjutsu from a rat in a robe and thinking it might be okay to live in the sewer. No big deal. You know what I mean? Like, I grew up in the 90s, 80s, 90s kids. Anybody? Come on. Woo, woo, woo. I mean, let's be real. Every Saturday morning was just our propaganda. It was just our Hitler Youth. You know what I mean? You think about it. I mean, it's not just G.I. Joe. It's not just Ninja Turtles. I'm talking about like the deep cuts, like Care Bears. The Care Bears. The Care Bears, by definition, means that they don't really give a shit. Like, where the fuck were you in 1939, motherfuckers? Like, Jesus Christ, we could have used a Care Bear stare at Auschwitz. Grumpy Bear, what the fuck are you doing, dude? Jeez Louise. It's like, you know what I mean? No, nobody knows where it is. That's fine. But what can we do? Just prepare to die, right? Everybody getting ready to die? Is that the thing? Just like hoping for the best, but you gotta be ready. We all gotta be ready. We don't know when it's gonna happen. Just doom scrolling, waiting for it to be vaporized in our sleep. Like, well, maybe tomorrow. We'll see. But for me, like, I got one thing on my bucket list, just one thing, and it's I want to meet a fat giraffe before I die. You know what I mean? Like, not just like a giraffe with a little bit of extra, like, no dad bods. I'm talking like a giraffe that's one heavy sigh away from like needing like a CPAP machine. You know what I mean? You ever seen a giraffe that needs a sleep study? That's who I'm after. You know what I mean? Like, John Lovitz by way of Dr. Phil, Just that neck is working hard, y'all. Like, Jesus Christ. Looks like a French baguette left out in the rain, just thick as hell. It's like, damn, you good, giraffe? When he bends down, drinks some water, it's like, he's fine. But for real, I mean, we keep it simple. I don't need to be best friends with this son of a bitch, you know what I mean? Like, we're not, no hand holding, no long walks, just a head nod across the savannah, like, you still breathing? He's like, barely. I was like, all right, it's cool. I mean, this ain't the kind of giraffe you want to be best friends with. This is the kind of giraffe you catch in the back of a sketchy club blowing thick rails in the back of a dirty stall, like, damn, you good, giraffe? He's like, mind your business. But that checks out. I mean, shit. Next time you see him, he's got one of those like hoodies from like a cheap rehab. It's on the front's like, living life the only way I know how. On the back's like, one day at a time. But he's still sniffing like he's got unfinished business. Let's be real. Fucking giraffe. Anyway, how much more time I got, shit? A minute? All right, shit, we're gonna do it in a minute. Crush Lice. Thank you. Crush Lice. Did you guys know we got that shit from Gorillas? Like, just let that sink in for a second. What kind of, that's not a fucking like accidental like, oh, bumped into a gorilla kind of situation. That is, somebody crossed the line at some point, you know what I mean? Like, geez, what the fuck were we doing, y'all? I mean, could you imagine that gorilla just out there like busting open a coconut like, oh no, homie, this ain't that kind of jungle. And the next thing you know, he's telling his friends like, you will not believe what the fuck just happened to me. All right, thanks everybody. Woo-hoo.